Welcome back to Triple Alpha Sports Talk. I'm Josh. That's Bryce. That's Roy over there. 90, pod 90, kind of away from
Wow.
100. Hit 90 today. We're going to do the AFC North preview today. We're also going to do trade deadline preview today. I don't have a game, just letting you guys know, because I think we're going to take a little while on the other stuff. I'm going to jump right into the AFC North. Last year, Browns finished fourth, ended up with the second pick, ended up trading back with the Jacksonville Jaguars, as we talked about last week. They go 3-14 last year. Current depth chart, I don't know if you guys saw this today. Kenny Pickett, hamstring injury. Looks like he's not going to be ready to start. So, Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel, or Joe Flacco probably has to start at that point, unless Kenny Pickett's ready to go. Running backs, Jerome Ford, Quishon Junkins, who I believe is in jail, so I don't think he's playing.
I don't know how he's going to be out for a while.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have him. Tennessee legend Dylan Sampson, Bryce's favorite running back.
Yep.
Wide receiver Jerry Jeudy, Deontay Johnson, Chris Tillman, David Njoku at tight end. Offensive line, Wyatt Teller, Jack Conklin, Joel Bitonio. Defense, Myles Garrett, Mason Graham, first-round pick, which was their fifth overall pick. Denzel Ward, Grant Delpit, Greg Newsome, some solid defenders over there, but still some holes. I'll be quick with the Browns. I mean, the quarterback play scares me. I mean, I don't know what you're going to get out of the rookies, Gabriel or Sanders. Pickett to me is not great anyway. This is the team that wants to run the ball. I like Jerome Ford. I like Junkins and Sampson as a three-headed monster. They could play whoever. It's ugly right now in that field. I don't love the receivers, but Jerry Jeudy did have a good year last year, first year out of Denver. Njoku's solid, and the offensive line solid. I don't hate the offense. I just don't love it because I don't love the quarterback. Defensively, it's very mixed. They're very top-heavy, in my opinion. I really like Myles Garrett. Mason Graham could be good on that defensive line. Denzel Ward's really good, and the secondary is good. I don't love their linebacker play. It's a really hard division. The AFC is also very loaded. I don't love their chances. I think they're better than 3-14 because I like their coach, but they need a lot to go right, in my opinion.
Go ahead, Bryce.
Yeah, I mean, this team's always been a run first and let the defense carry it. They got a really strong defense led by Myles Garrett. It still got some solid pieces around them. I think their defense will be fine. I don't see them scoring points this year. 2 years ago, they were an all-right team because Joe Flacco came out of retirement or nursing home, wherever the hell he was. Showed up, started playing really good. Then he went to Indianapolis, got them their 5 wins whenever Anthony Richardson died. There's no way he continues this streak at how old he is. I just don't see it happening. They have 5 quarterbacks, and not one of them I think should be an NFL starter. So I don't think that this offense will do much this year.
Yeah, this offense, they have struggled. I mean, they've not had a quarterback. We've known that for a while. I mean, so they draft 2 of them. I don't mind. I actually think Dylan Gabriel's not a bad quarterback. I mean, he's 25 years old, so it's not like he's a typical rookie here. I like him. I think he's steady under pressure. He's just not a big gamer. He's not going to be a big game type guy. He's not going to carry you to win and stuff. That's just not what he does. But Joe Flacco, I mean, that's who they're going to ride with early on, unless Dylan Gabriel comes in there and does something. They're going to try to run the ball, but Ford's decent. But I'm not as big on their running backs. They need me more playmakers. I don't think they have it. Receivers, I'm not. Jerry Jeudy was overrated. I mean, he should have been good. Not. I mean, that Sean Payton's offense, he should have been good, and he wasn't. They're just going to rely on the defense. I mean, their defense is. I mean, Myles Garrett's obviously their stud, but then you get Mason Graham. When you got he's going to be clogging up that middle. He's so quick, and with Myles Garrett on the outside, he'll get Myles Garrett get double teamed, and it'll be Mason Graham going right through there. I don't mind their linebacker core. Jerome Baker, I'm not a big fan because he's from Ohio State, but he's not a bad one. Mohamed Dabate, I think he's not bad. This defense really, I think, is really good. I think they're a top 10 defense for the league, but the problem is when you don't have quarterback play, your defense is going to feel a lot. They're just not. It's just not going to be. They're going to improve. I think in their wins, but I don't think it's not going to be great.
Yeah. Bryce, you want to do third place team?
Sure. In third place, we have the Cincinnati Bengals. They have Joe Burrow, Chase Brown, and Zach Moss in the backfield with Jamar Chase still, T. Higgins, Mike Gesicki at tight end. Cody Ford is starting. I don't know if anybody knows Cody Ford, the cheater.
Can't blame the guy.
Yeah, I know. Defense, Trey Henderson. Is Trey Henderson out?
Yeah, he's not there right now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the only notable person I can see on the list because last year they had the worst defense I think I've ever seen. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase would put up 40-something points, and they'd lose. I don't understand how they didn't go out and just draft only defense and get only defense in the offseason. It's just they got to do something because this team isn't going to last forever. They pay all of their offensive players way too much money. They have to do something before they go into a sell phase because what they have right now is generational with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. It's a top 3 quarterback in the league and probably the best wide receiver in the league.
Roy?
Yeah, no, this offense is, awesome. I mean, Joe Burrow, I still think he has an arm problem. Ever since he hurt that forearm, I feel like he hasn't been the same. But he's still good. And he's got great receivers around him. And Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are 2 of the best in the league. I mean, hands down. Chase Brown, yeah, he's serviceable as a running back. He did pretty well. I think he's he's a terrible because he's from Illinois. But and they got Zach Moss as their backup. I think the offensive line will be improved. The defense was young last year, and they're still young. They did go out and draft some defensive players, Bryce. They can't sign them.
They did. They did. They got him. Stewart just finds that's the problem. Yep. You get these good young guys, and they're just – it's a big jump to it. They don't have any veterans really. I mean, Trey Hendrickson, I just don't know if he doesn't want to be there, I don't think. They've tried to supposedly trade him. I don't – this organization is not well run, in my opinion. But this team, the back end, I like Dax Hill. I like Cam Taylor-Britt. I like TJ Turner quick. They got some guys. It's just whether they can stay off the field. That's a question. Yeah. The offense is really good. This team can score 30 on any given day. Honestly, they should score 30 on any given day. It's a pretty solid offensive line. That's been their big issue for most of Joe Burrow's time there. The receiving core and the quarterback, you don't even have to
he was like the most sacked quarterback ever in the Super Bowl, wasn't he? At one point,
it was awful. That's why he was hurt so much because he was getting pounded. But they finally got Orlando Brown Jr., good left tackle. They drafted Artavius Mims. I don't know if you know that guy. He's like 6'7", 400. You can't even get around the guy if he just stands there. Ted Karras, solid. He's older, but he's solid center. I don't know much about the guards other than I don't know how Cody Ford is as an actual player. I just know him as guy. But this defense is horrendous. Hendrickson is not there unless they extend him. He said, I will sit this whole year. He's not even at training camp. He's in Florida. He has 1 year left, and he's not playing on it. So, and they're not even close. He wants a 3-year deal or a 3-year guaranteed deal. I don't know how many years he wants, but he wants 3 years guaranteed. They're at 1. That's a huge gap. 2 full seasons is a huge gap. They finally did get Stewart, but they have no defensive line if Hendrickson's not there. Shamar Stewart's a rookie. He could be good, but he can't carry a defense by himself yet. Logan Wilson's a solid middle linebacker, but that's really it. And then DJ Turner's solid. I don't love their safeties. This defense is going to give up 45. It's going to be a shootout. If you have any fantasy players, take the Bengals offense. I don't have a whole lot. 9-8. I will give the Bengals one thing. They've historically started slow every year. If they could just not start slow, maybe they have a better shot, but I have a hard time seeing them getting in with that kind of defense. I just don't see it. Roy, you want to rip the second team?
Oh, yeah. So let's see. We got second in the division was Pittsburgh Steelers. They finished the season 10-7. their newcomer, Aaron Rodgers. We'll see how that goes. Running back Jalen Warren. They got DK Metcalf as a receiver. They got Derek Harmon as an edge, and who else? Ramsey. They got Jalen Ramsey back there on the back end to try to help that defense. This team, it's just Pittsburgh Steelers still finish above 500. We know that. Does Aaron Rodgers have anything left? Is this receiving core good enough to help him? Is a question I have. DK's good, but Calvin Austin III and Robert Woods. Robin Wilson, Scotty Miller. I just don't know. Are they good enough to help Rodgers? That's what I think hurt him in the Jets. He only had one good receiver, and he threw it to him 100 times, and that was about it. And I just don't know if he has enough in it to him. Now, this defense will carry him, and that defense is always good. Your back end, you get Jalen Ramsey to go with Joey Porter Jr. I think you really – and Darius Slay, I think the back end is just really good. T.J. Watt's still there. Just got a good – this defense is just strong up front. Back end's good. They'll keep them in ball games. It's just whether Aaron Rodgers can deliver. Is he 42? Is that how old he is now?
Something like that, yeah.
He's got Twizzlers for ACLs.
Yeah, well, we'll see how
he played all last year.
Yeah. He played all of last year and then got replaced for a better quarterback in Justin Fields. But this team is going to be like a casual Steelers team. They're going to have one decent wide receiver and mediocre quarterback play that's going to get them to 8-9 or 9-8. They have a solid defense that always is going to keep them in the games and give them chances. It's whether they can finish out the games. And I do think that Aaron Rodgers might have that little bit of a clutch gene over their past couple quarterbacks. However, I think he's pretty washed up. So it just depends on how well he plays throughout the whole game. I'm sure he'll still be vintage Aaron Rodgers towards the end of games. I wouldn't be surprised if you see some Will Howard in there at some point, though, starting over Aaron Rodgers, and whenever he blows out an ACL or it shows up high.
It'll be Mason Rudolph, the legend.
Yeah. No. Myles Garrett beat him with a helmet again.
Yeah.
This team is the most changed team in the division. The offense, honestly, it's completely different, basically. No Pickens, no different quarterback. Offensive line looks a little different. Defense looks pretty different. Darius Slay, Jalen Ramsey, like you said. Their first-round pick, Derek Harmon, solid D tackle. Aaron Rodgers will take this team as far as they can possibly go. Like, if he plays bad, they're going to be bad. If he plays really good, they're going to be really good. It's all going to be based off him. Typical Steelers, they're going to be above 500 or right at it. The defense should be good. I get a little nervous I look at that secondary. I see Juan Thornhill. I see Darius Slay. I see Jalen Ramsey. Those guys are on their back end of a little bit older. Still good players, but still older. I get worried about injury when it comes to that, especially having to play the type of speed that the Ravens have, who we'll talk about next.
Yeah.
The offense, I like DK Metcalf. I really hate all the rest of their receivers. I'm not going to lie. Calvin Austin, I don't like. I don't like Robert Woods at the age of 66.
Yeah, I don't like Robert Woods. I like Caleb Johnson as their backup running back. I think he's from Iowa. I think he's got some, he's got some potential to be really good.
Yeah. And, last year we looked at the Jets with Aaron Rodgers and we said he's got Breece Hall. They're going to be able to run the ball well. They didn't run the ball at all.
Yeah.
This is a team that does like to run the ball. Now, it's a little bit because they haven't had anyone play quarterback successfully there in 8 years.
Rodgers can't pass 40 times a game, 30 times a game.
No, but I do like their coaching staff scheme to run the ball with Warren and Johnson more than I do in other spots. So, if they can run the ball well, scheme the way that Mike Tomlin schemed his entire life, hit DK Metcalf on those plays, Pat Fryermuth's a solid tight end with Jonnu Smith behind him. There's ways this offense can be good, but yeah, it's not going to be typical Aaron Rodgers fashion.
Yeah,
because he just doesn't have that in the tank anymore. But we'll see. And then it's the team that has won the division the last few years. The Baltimore Ravens, 12-5 last year. They picked up Derrick Henry last year. I mean, it was a complete success. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, Bateman. They add DeAndre Hopkins, who's on the back end, but still reliable. He's a number 3 at this point. Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely. Ronnie Stanley on the offensive line. Tyler Linderbaum. I don't know the rest. I do not know who that right tackle
I know
is.
that Daniel Falaleo, whatever. He's a veteran defense or offensive lineman.
Yeah. Defensively, some typical names: Roquan Smith, Kyle Van Noy's been there for a few years. Odafe Owe, Kyle Hamilton, Malachi Starks. They have a really, really good set of safeties there now. I'll tell you that. Starks was their first round pick. I mean, I'm not going to spend much time. To me, this is clear cut the best team in the division. One of the favorites in the AFC, as they've been since Lamar Jackson's been there. Can they get over the hump? You'll just have to wait and see. Every year, I feel like the Ravens play a stretch of games where you go, yeah, this is probably the team to beat in the AFC. And then they get into the playoffs and they cannot move the ball in one game. It just happens every year. That or the defense lets them down. They just don't play a complete game a lot. But we'll see. I mean, they're one of the best teams in football. They are the best team in this division, though.
Yeah, the Derrick Henry experience paid off perfectly. I mean, he had one of the best, if not the best, season he's ever had before coming over to this new offense. And a lot of the issues that they had, really, we kind of talked about it before the season started with Derrick Henry, that they needed to just keep pounding it and then open it up after they're pounding it. Get Lamar Jackson out of the pocket. And it didn't – whenever they lost games, it didn't look like they would do stuff like that. They'd want to make Lamar Jackson just sit there and pocket pass. They weren't spreading it out. And they have good receivers, but those receivers are good in an open offense like that where you're running it out of the pocket. Same with Mark Andrews. I mean, he had a down year. Isaiah Likely honestly played better some of the games. But that's a good tight end set. I don't know why Josh didn't mention Cowboy legend Cooper Rush as the backup.
Wow, yeah, I didn't even see that. You're right. I did know that, though.
Yeah. He could lead you to a Super Bowl.
Imagine this offense, how they operate, and Lamar Jackson go down, and here runs Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
They might get called Derrick Henry every play the season because he can't run a breed option, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. This team's pretty clear-cut and dry, the best team in the division, on paper at least. They have a stacked defense like they always do. It's just that's what's going to happen whenever you go into Baltimore. You have to face a hard-nosed defense. And whenever they have the offense like this, it's always going to be a hard team to beat.
Oh, yeah, this team will be run or will go as far as Lamar Jackson can take them. I mean, he's the one that, in my opinion, has faltered in some games in the playoffs and some big games. I mean, they're a toe away from beating the Chiefs early in the season. You know, with the likely
Isaiah Likely in the back of the end zone.
But this defense, I mean, it's just Roquan Smith, Kyle Van Noy. I mean, they're just so good. And then you picked up Nate Wiggins to me.
He's good.
He is tall and good and physical, just like they do. And you match him up with Malachi Starks, who's physical too. Kyle Hamilton, physical. And then the two safeties. I mean, that's just Alexander and Humphreys. I mean, this defense is unreal. Can they keep everybody healthy is the question. That's what's hurt them too with Mark Andrews getting hurt here and there. Zay Flowers has been probably he's been one of the better receivers in the league too. But yeah, Lamar Jackson's the key. You can hand off to Derrick Henry all day, but if he can't make the right reads and do the things that he's supposed to be doing, then it's gonna be a long. They're easily the best team, top 3 team in the AFC right now too. So
yeah. All right. So let's take it to our predictions in the AFC North. I already have mine into the thing, so no one's going to persuade me. Bryce, I'm going to start with you. Or no, I'm going to start with Roy. Roy, I'm going to start with you. What do you got?
Well, I mean, it's easy to know the Browns will be the worst team in the division.
Okay.
No quarterback play. I really think it's going to be the Bengals will go number 3. Their defense just can't keep up. The Steelers with their defense with Aaron Rodgers, I think they're going to be at 2, about the same record, 500. And then you got the Ravens. I mean, the Ravens 12-5. They'll have 12, 13 wins.
So you have the same standings as last year.
Yeah.
Bryce?
I actually have the Bengals and the Steelers flipping. I think that Aaron Rodgers is a downgrade from Russell Wilson was last year. I just don't think I don't think he's got it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I had mine in here before, so I'm not adjusting anything. I have the same thing as Roy. This is actually the first division I've had the same standings as the year before, but I do have Browns, Bengals, Steelers, Ravens. I just trust the Steelers defense to get them farther than the Bengals offense. But if that's flipped, and Bryce, you're right, I'm not surprised. I would be pretty shocked if the Browns don't finish last. Something would have to go wrong for one of these teams. And I would have to be shocked if the Ravens don't finish first. Again, something would have to go wrong. But I'm gonna have the same as Roy here: Browns, Bengals, Steelers, Ravens. Even though I would rather have the Bengals in second, but all right. I don't have anything else for football. I mean, we're just rolling through divisions. I think this one was a little
Next
bit
week
more.
We'll do some college stuff.
Yeah, I thought this week was a little more clear cut on that, so I didn't want to deep dive too much. That's gonna take us to baseball. Well, we can go over the standings. But Roy, do you have the standings open?
I do. So let's go. Can you hear me good? Let's see. AL East, still Toronto, 5.5 game up on New York. Boston, 6.5. Tampa's 10 games back, and Baltimore's 15.5. Detroit leads the AL Central. They're 8.5 up on Cleveland, 9 on Kansas City, 10.5 on Minnesota, 23 in the White Sox. The West, Houston still 4 games up on Seattle and Texas. Texas has been making a little run. Angels 9 back, and Athletics 15. The Mets is back on top of the NL East. Phillies are a game and a half back. Miami is 11 games back. Atlanta 17 and Washington 18.5. The Cubs are tied for the division with the Milwaukee Brewers. Cincinnati 6.5 back. St. Louis 9 back. Pittsburgh 18.5 back. LA still leads the Dodgers still lead the NL West. San Diego's 4 games back. San Francisco's 7. Arizona's 10.5, and Colorado's 33.5. The wild card stands real quick. It's just so far in the AL East or in the AL, you got New York and Boston are both lead the 2 spots for. Boston. New York's up 1.5. Boston's a half up, and then Seattle and Texas are tied for the last spot. Tampa's only 3 games back. Cleveland's 3 games back. Kansas City's 4 games back, and then LA, Minnesota 5, and then Horse back there. In the NL, Milwaukee and Philadelphia are the leaders with San Diego and right there at the last spot. Cincinnati is a game back. San Francisco's 3. St. Louis is 3.5. Miami and Arizona are 6, and then the rest of them are 12 are back. So.
We don't have to talk about anything standings related. I mean, per se. The only thing that I want to mention standings wise is the wild card. I'll talk about the AL side. The NL is much more close, tighter. You know, a lot of things could still go. I think you're starting to see a little separation here in the American League when it comes to the wild card. I just don't see the only team that's not in the AL wild card, aka the Yankees, Red Sox, Mariners, and Rangers, because one of those teams won't make it. The only team that's not in the hunt of, or like in those that I just named, that I think could get in there are the Royals, because they're not buying, but they have added, so they're not selling per se. Yeah. I don't know. Tampa's not playing well, and I kind of predicted that a little bit at the break, saying all these road games are going to catch up to them, and it has. They've dropped in the standings pretty quick. Cleveland after today, I don't know if most people know that are watching this. Guardians lose one of their starting pitchers about a month ago to gambling. Their all-star closer, Emmanuel Clase, put on leave until the end of August. If it's true, they're done.
It's paid leave. It's a paid leave.
Well, both of them are paid leave. They're paid leave until they're found guilty, but
yeah. But I don't think
true. They're done. They won't be playing again.
Yeah.
I just don't see them getting back in it with all the drama going on.
They'll be sellers here soon.
Well, that leads me to what we're going to go into. Do you guys have anything else standings wise, or you want to rip the deadline stuff?
No, one team that's been on red hot, the Reds. I mean, that's the one team you got to walk out for. They've been red hot.
I feel like the Reds have just hung around all year. Like they've never gotten down, but they've also never led in anything really. I feel like they've just survived.
I mean, they're a game out of the wild card spot.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's right there.
Wow. So, all right, let's go to our before I go to our deadline, our draft. It's getting a little tight. Bryce, I know you don't want to hear that. Bryce, you still do lead. Bryce or Roy, you're still in second, and I am still in third. Bryce, you have 339. Roy, you are 3 back, 336. I'm
Marlins,
only
man.
15 back of first, and I'm 12 back of Roy. Rangers have been hot, Blue Jays have been hot, and Royals have been hot. So I've actually done pretty well the last few weeks. A lot of our teams are starting to play each other, I feel like. So it's not like you have right now the Cardinals are playing the Marlins, so Roy's getting tied up there. But for most of the time, I feel like we've been playing each other. So people are really gaining ground. The Rays,
it's today where we make
Dodgers,
changes,
and the Tigers have really hurt Bryce the last 2 weeks.
Is today where we make changes, or we wait until
you can make changes now? It won't go into effect today, but yes, you can make changes today. I have the first pick, and I'm actually not going to make any changes because my team's starting to play pretty well. Honestly, if I had to make a change, it might be the Yankees, but I'm not going to right now. Wait till after the deadline.
So I'm next.
You are next, Roy.
And I'm going to change the Guardians for the Red Sox.
Okay. Give me a second. Okay. I'll continue to update this one down here, but you can't. Or you guys are on here. But all right, Bryce.
Need to Google something real quick.
Okay. Oh, and I have breaking news. This is not current baseball.
I was going to say it.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let you say it.
This is Monday night. A huge trade piece was just hit by a pitch and exited the game.
Not what I was going to say, but okay.
Oh.
Go ahead. I know you're going to say
Eugenio, however you say his name, Eugenio Suarez was hit by a pitch and exited the game tonight. I didn't know anything else about it, but broken hand, not getting traded.
That's not good.
So we'll see the results. He got hit in the exact hand at the All-Star game, so we'll see. I also have breaking news, and this is not current baseball. This is a retired Hall of Famer. Sad news. Cubs Hall of Famer second baseman Ryan Sandberg has just passed away.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been really bad with that. He had a brain tumor, right, Brink?
I don't know. I just saw I saw breaking news and I looked at it, but yep.
That's one of the best second basemen ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rhino.
Okay, Bryce, on your draft.
I am going to drop the Giants and add the Mariners.
Okay. Okay. Technically, Bryce would be on the clock again.
I'm good. That's all I want.
Okay, Roy.
I am going to drop the Cardinals.
Okay.
And I'm going to pick up the Reds.
You cannot do that, Roy.
Cardinals are tier 3.
The Cardinals are a tier 3 team, and the Reds are in tier 2.
Damn it.
You can drop the Astros for them.
Or you could drop the Marlins.
I'm going to drop the Astros, who's been really decent. No, I guess I'll have to yes, I want to keep.
You could choose between the Giants, D-backs, Reds, or Twins. Or no, you're trying to do tier 3.
I can't. Triple
Pirates, Rockies, Athletics, White Sox.
Yeah, never mind then. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm done then.
And then I skipped, so I'm out. So those will be the changes. It takes a month. I mean, I was just down 40. Now I'm down 15. So
make sure I still get my Giants wins for the next.
You will still get the wins for the Guardians and the Giants the next 3 or 4 days, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then I will move into the thing. I've gotten pretty good at this. So, and after every month, I have an app where I look at the wins per month to make sure I didn't miss one. So every month it does get a little bit of a reset. I miss 1 or 2 every once in a while. So, but every month it always is correct after because I go through and make sure. But so yeah, I think that just takes us to the trade deadline. And yeah, like we just said, the Guardians are in a little bit of a pickle. And like Roy said, I kind of think they should sell too. Not saying they will. But they definitely have some pieces that people can move. I added quite a bit of names on here. Again, do some of these people get moved? No, but you could just put them back on their original team. And we can also make changes. So I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to work my way down until we get to the names. Alex Bregman, we all have said staying in Boston. Do we all agree? No.
Are we going through all of these again?
Well, there shouldn't be too many changes, but if you want to make a change, you can. Yes. So everybody has Boston for Bregman. I'm staying.
I'm saying, just keep going, and we'll tell you if we want to change.
Jared Duran, I have Phillies. I'm changing to Boston. They've announced they're not going to deal him. Bryce, you have Boston. Roy, you have Giants.
I'm changing to Boston because he's not leaving anywhere.
Okay. Sandy Alcantara, me and Bryce have Marlins. Roy, you have Blue Jays.
I want to change the Blue Jays to where did I just read that he was going to go to? I am going to say the Phillies.
Ooh, another Marlin Philly trade. Freddie Peralta, we all have Brewers. Eugenio Suarez. I also changed mine to Seattle, Roy, with you. You chose Seattle. I chose Seattle. Bryce, you have Yankees.
I'm going to say he's not getting traded now until the X-ray comes out, and then I might text you and change it. But
okay, well, I'll do the same thing then. I think we'll all do that. If he stays, I think we should all get a point because that's obvious at that point. So if he does get traded, where would you like to have him go?
I'm flipping to the Cubs.
Okay. Zach Gallen. I had D-backs. Bryce has D-backs. Roy has Cubs. I'm gonna change mine. I do think he's gonna get traded. I'm gonna have him going to the Blue Jays. Bryce, good. Roy, good with Cubs.
I'll stay with the Cubs.
Okay, Merrill Kelly. I have Mets. Bryce has Cubs. Roy has Dodgers. I'm staying. Josh Naylor. It's already happened, and I was correct. So I got 2 points for it. He did get traded 1 point, and he did go to Seattle 2nd point. You guys both had him staying. Ryan O'Hearn. I have going to the Red Sox. Bryce, you have Baltimore. Roy, you have Seattle. I'm staying.
I'm going to change mine to Boston.
I am too.
Cheaters.
We're cheating. We did it a week later.
Marcell Ozuna. We all have sticking with the Braves.
Yeah.
I'm going to change that.
What are you going?
He's going to Texas.
Ooh, kind of like it. Johan Duran, I have sticking with the Cubs or Twins. Roy has Dodgers. Bryce has Cubs.
I'm sticking with the Twins. That's not happening.
Keep going.
Felix Bautista, all Baltimore. Cedric Mullins, I have Phillies. You guys both have Baltimore. Ryan McMahon, Roy actually predicted correctly. He got 2 points to the Yankees. I was shocked. I couldn't believe. He was a Yankee rumor for the last 3 years, but not this year. Pete Fairbanks, we all have Rays. Roland Chapman, we all have Red Sox. Luis Robert, we all have White Sox. I am going to change mine. I'm going to have him going to the Phillies. Taylor Ward, me and Bryce have Angels. Roy, you have Phillies. Nolan, we have all Cardinals. Luis Severino, you guys have staying. I have going to the Mets. I'm going to keep that. Ryan Helsley, Roy has staying with the Cardinals. Bryce has Dodgers. I have Phillies. I'm going to keep it. Adolis Garcia, you guys have Rangers. I have Blue Jay. I'm going to change to the Rangers. Walker Buehler, all Red Sox. Here comes new names. First one on the list. Ben Rice of the Yankees. I have staying with the Yankees. You guys?
Same. Yankees.
Okay. Next one, Joe Ryan of the Twins. I'll go first. I'm going to have him staying in the Twins.
I agree.
Okay. Next one, Mackenzie Gore of the Nationals. Roy.
I'm going to say Yankees.
Wow.
Mets.
I'm going to have him staying in Washington, but he could be an off-season move. Who'd you say, Mets?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then here's going to be a list of Guardians here a little bit. Stephen Kwan, Bryce.
No, staying.
Roy?
Staying.
I will also say staying, but I've heard teams are very interested. Cade Smith, who was their setup man, will now, I assume, be their closer. I'm going to have staying as for Cade Smith.
Yep.
Mitch Keller of the Pirates, or Roy.
I'm going to put him with I'm going to say the Cubs.
I was actually also going to do the Cubs. I've seen them link to us a lot.
I'm going to have him going out west to the Giants. They just had a couple starting pitching problems, so I'm going to say they're going to go get someone. Next one, Edward Cabrera of the Marlins.
Staying.
I'm going to have him going to the Blue Jays.
I'm staying at the Marlins.
Next one, another Pirates reliever, David Bednar.
Staying.
Cubs.
No.
I'm going to have him at the Dodgers.
That's actually a smart move.
Next one, another Guardian, Shane Bieber, coming off Tommy John, is expected to be ready to go here soon. Could get dealt. I'm actually a coin flip on this one. I really think they want to. I just don't know if he'll be healthy enough or like what the price will be. But I'm gonna take a chance, and I'm gonna say the Tigers go and get him. Nothing.
I'll say the Giants just to say something.
Stay in, Bryce.
Yep.
Okay. Next one, Twin Willie Castro, utility man. Roy.
Staying with the Twins. I don't think they'll trade him.
Yeah, staying.
Ooh, I have him going to the Blue Jays. I totally messed that up. Next one, another Twin, Harrison Bader. I'll go first on this one. I have him going to the Dodgers.
Phillies.
Roy?
Staying.
Next one, Jake Bird. I'm having him going to the Yankees.
Nowhere.
That's Yankees. That's the only name I've heard.
And you're not going to like these two, Roy. I wanted to text you, Roy. I saw an article today. Cody Bellinger and Trent Grisham are both ones I saw. What do you guys got?
They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
I would like to get rid of Trent Grisham, but they're not going anywhere.
I'm going to leave it, but I would not be shocked if one of those players is traded.
Why would you trade Cody Bellinger? He's been the best hitter since freaking May.
Because technically he can opt out, and then he can go wherever he wants next year. So, I mean, in theory, technically he's on a one-year deal. So is Trent Grisham.
I don't care about Trent Grisham, but
pretty sure this time last year, Cody Bellinger was like the best hitter in the month. He told me that we should trade him. The last 2 years, actually.
Well, he did kind of predict you guys giving away for nothing.
All right, go to the next one.
That's all. That's all I have.
Okay.
Is there any names that I missed that you guys want to put on here, like that you thought of or have been seeing? But I threw names.
I have seen some mocks for Ramirez, J-Ram, but I just don't see it. It'd have to be such a massive haul.
I mean, we can put them on here.
Who?
Jose Ramirez, the Guardians. I'm not going to have him leaving, but
me neither.
No, I don't think he's going anywhere. That's the only player everybody goes sees.
We did. Well, I did skip that, but that's because we have all our names in here. Dylan Cease, Bryce, you have Cubs. Mm-hmm. Roy, you have Mets. I have staying with the Padres. But I already put that in there. But I forgot to go over that one. You're right. All right. That's our game. Is there anything trade deadline you guys want to talk about, Cubs or Yankees related, or any team related?
No, I'm just ready to see what moves we make.
Okay,
I know we're gonna make some. So
if you had to pick a position that you got to make one move, one position. I know you can make more. I'm just asking. What are you doing?
Getting a starter.
Okay. When it comes to getting a starter, are you talking top of the line starter, or are you just talking? Yeah. Okay, so Joe Ryan, Mackenzie Gore, guys with control, or just top end last year?
Just top end last year.
Okay, so
I really think Dylan Cease is who it's going to be.
Cease, Gallen, Kelly, someone like because that's different than getting someone like Gore who's got 2.5 years, something like that. So if you could choose one, is it Cease?
Yeah, I think Cease is going to be a Cub. Okay. That's the one I think is locked out of all the ones that we've said.
And what do you think it would take to get Cease?
I don't think it's much. I've seen some of the offers, and I think we're probably going to send like Owen Cassie, and
I mean that's quite a bit.
Yeah,
I get that if you sign Tucker, it makes complete sense. That's quite a bit because if you've seen his numbers in AAA,
he's good.
Oh yeah, he's raking.
I've seen some that didn't include Owen Cassie. They had like Moises Ballesteros. That's like our number 6 and our number 8, and then like a pitching prospect as well. I don't want to give up Cade Smith, which I don't think we will. I would be completely okay with shipping Ben Brown out. I'm done with this experiment at this point. I don't care that he didn't get a start last time.
His value is so tanked at the moment, though. Yeah. Those players are really hard to, because the Yankees have players like that. They just get shelled, and then you're like, well, who the hell wants it?
Yeah.
Roy, how about you? What do you think about the Yankees? The Yankees have already made some moves. Ryan McMahon added in Ahmed Rosario, 2 third basemen. One's a righty, one's a lefty. I think they're a solid platoon. Got out of the Eugenio Suarez before he got, handed the thing. They must have balked at the price. That tells you the price is pretty rich because Cashman, you will stick in most and wait until the last day and then, go down to option B. But if he balked that quick, that tells me that price was pretty expensive. So, what do you think, Roy? What do you think they're going to do?
Well, they got to get starting pitching because you're looking at this year. We've got a couple guys out. Luis Gil's coming back, but he's not going to be back in form for a while. And we're out pitchers for next year. If Gil doesn't get back.
Well, Gil should be. He'll be back in about 2 weeks or about a week or so.
Yeah, he's going to do his final start this week, and then he'll be back. Yeah. What I'm saying is, he's not. He's who knows how long it'll take him to get back. He could be injury prone. I think Clark Schmidt's done. This is his second Tommy John surgery. I don't think it's ever he's gonna be anything anymore. Will Warren has not done what I thought he would do, and so I think we need starting pitching and in bullpen.
Yeah, they're gonna focus on pitching. I agree.
I would trade Spencer Jones is what I keep saying, and I think they need to.
I was just about to ask you, Roy, do you trade Spencer Jones for a Dylan Cease, a guy who's about to be out of a contract?
No, you need long term.
I don't think Joe Ryan or Mackenzie Gore get moved this year. I just don't see it. They just have too much value long term still. Off season maybe, but not. I just don't see it at the end of the year. I'm a very big. I didn't think you were on that side. I'm a big believer in trading Spencer Jones right now. There's no chance he's ever this good of a
trade him, and because we're going to sign Kyle Tucker in the offseason.
His swing is one of the most ugly stances I've ever seen too. I just don't.
It's hard to say though because I agree that they should trade him. But Aaron Judge was just like this. I'm not saying this guy's going to be Aaron Judge, but Aaron Judge had 35% strikeout rate, just home run or strikeout at this age. Like, I get it, like the comparison, but man, to make that kind of guy a hitter is once in a generation, in my opinion. And they hit it with Judge. I don't know. It's tough, but would you move in any scenario? And I maybe a name we haven't even discussed, Roy, where you look to trade Jason Dominguez?
Yeah,
I can't tell you a name because I don't know, but
I'm not against it because I think they brought him up. I think they need to send him down. His defense is absolutely god awful. He's starting to hit a little bit better, but his defense. Our defense has been better as a team. But you can't keep throwing him out there without getting some work done, more work done. I think you get better work done in the AAA than you would right now. And maybe if it was a top high-end pitcher, I wouldn't be against it.
Yeah, I do take a different approach. To me, this Yankees team, due to injuries and some poor play from certain players and injuries, Judge recently, I don't look at this team as the powerhouse gauntlet that should win the American League without a doubt.
No.
And in that reason, I don't trade Jason Dominguez no matter what. I don't care who you're getting because I don't know if it does enough. I don't care who you get. You can get Tarek Skubal. I don't know if it's enough for this team too.
I think it could. I think if you got the right pitcher and some bullpen pieces,
yeah.
If it took, because our offense isn't the problem. It's not been a problem. It's been the defense and pitching has been a problem. Mostly bullpen.
Yeah. I'm more worried about the bullpen than I am a starter. And bullpen, I mean, you just don't trade, people like Jason Dominguez for a bullpen arm.
No, I say starter.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, this one's going to be a weird one for me. I would love if they traded Spencer Jones for a big boy. Not saying they will, not saying they can. I don't, other teams don't value Spencer Jones very high, like some of them, and some really do, from what I've heard. He's very, you either love him or you hate him type of prospect. So we'll see. I'm really interested now to see what the Guardians do as a baseball fan. I think they got a lot of pieces they could move valuable. I'm not saying they will. But man, I mean, you're not talking about like a PED suspension for 80 games. I mean, you're talking their careers are over. I mean, that's a franchise-altering move for, of what you can do. Suarez, man, if his hand's broken, that's another domino. I really want Suarez to get traded because I know he's not going to the Yankees, and I just don't value him that high. I never did. We were all worried about him. I want to see a team give up a haul and, maybe mess up their future for him, especially like Toronto. What if Toronto gets him and gives away their 3 best prospects and they don't make it to the World Series and then he leaves? Something like that. So I kind of hope he gets dealt. Curious to see what the Cardinals do a little bit. I mean, someone traded for Eric Fetty, so I mean, anyone can get traded in this world. So I tell you what, I like the trade deadline. Baseball to me has the best trade deadline. Football, it's just hard to move people because of playbooks and stuff like that. Basketball, you see a little bit, but you just don't see superstars move in season. It's more off season. So I think baseball has the best deadline. I'm actually going to be off the day of the deadline, so I'm going to be able to just be on my phone all day looking at it. So should be fun. Yeah, I'm actually more curious to see how the National League teams do because I think there's more National League teams that are in it than the American League. So I'm curious to see how the National League shapes out. And I also am excited to see, I'll use an example. If the Brewers made a move, of significance, I'm not talking about catcher Danny Jansen. What do the Cubs look at that and go, oh, we need them to do something? Maybe they do something they weren't planning on doing. Maybe vice versa. The Cubs do something the Dodgers feel like they need to do something. Those are the ones I like to see.
The Brewers are unbelievable right now. I can't even believe how well they're playing.
Yeah, the Brewers always play good baseball, and they're getting stretches where they're really good.
We're up 4-8 right now in the Cubs.
They're up or down?
Up.
Yeah. Well, Yankees are getting ready to lose to the Rays, so.
Rays 4-2.
Yeah, I can't score a run. This offense pisses me off more than anything on the planet.
We've been like that too.
That's all I got. Deadline will be Thursday. You guys will see this the day before the deadline. Maybe some of the people we've talked about are already on a new team. Who knows? Hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Next week.
We're just not going to play my game today?
Oh, I did. I mean, we're at like 50 minutes. I didn't think we were doing games. Go ahead. I don't have one.
We'll stay under an hour.
Okay,
I didn't get to do it last week, so I spun the wheel already last week, and the team was the Marlins. And yes, there is a special player in there. If you get it, you automatically win.
Give me 30 seconds, Roy.
Marlins, I'm bad.
Who the hell does Bryce like on the Marlins?
All right, whoever is ahead can go first.
Go ahead, Roy.
I'm going to go Jake Berger.
Jose Fernandez.
Stanton.
Yelich.
D. Gordon.
His actual name is D. Strange Gordon now. Come on.
Okay, sorry.
Marcelo Ozuna.
Who would be somebody that Bryce liked from the freaking Marlins?
I know. I have not a clue.
Jake Penny? He played for the Cubs.
Right, but okay. JT Realmuto.
True.
I'm just naming that whole team.
Jose Fernandez.
I already said that. He lost.
Wait, did you say?
That was my very first name, Jose Fernandez.
I don't give a shit. Whatever.
Hold on. Well, let's keep going. I want to go a little bit longer and see if we can get this player. Can you give me an era, Bryce?
Yeah, right now. I don't know if he's actively playing for the Marlins right now, but he's in baseball.
Ooh.
He could be injured or something. I don't know if he's actually playing right now.
Marlins player.
A Marlins player that's mine.
I know Bryce's favorite players, Jesus Sanchez.
I hate that motherfucker.
Shit.
He could be even in AAA right now. He's not like a huge name.
It's not Jazz. I don't have a clue. Give me a position.
This player was a Chicago Cub. And I have several of his baseball cards.
Nick Madrigal. Who the hell do you have? That's a Marlin now.
A Marlin that the Cubs had.
They had him last year. First year of the Marlins.
I'll know the name.
Last year or this year? He's a first baseman.
Miles Mastrobuoni. No.
It's not. That's a Mariner. You know who it is. Nope. He's in China.
Oh, I know who it is. I forget about this guy. First baseman, Matt Mervis.
It is Matt Mervis.
Bang.
I would never got that.
I actually lost my bet earlier in the year because Matt Mervis hit a grand slam, and I was pissed. I go, that guy's terrible.
Yeah, okay. I thought he was going to be good.
I don't have a game or anything.
Okay. Like button, subscribe, comment. We'll see you next week. Peace.
See you guys.